everyone, this is Ekta Takrani. Welcome back in the series of Let Us Learn Computer. So today I am going to start a new topic, working in GIMP. It's a new term for you, GIMP. Let me tell you the full form so you will get some idea what it is all about. Image Manipulation Program. This term is used for a program which is used for image manipulation. Now what is manipulation? To make changes in the image. Sometimes we are changing the color, background, cropping. There are different tools which we are using, or whether you are a student or even the expert graphic designers, they are also using this program. So it is very helpful and it provides us with number of different variety of tools which we can use for bringing, editing and formatting, and we can say manipulating any image. So that is GIMP. So how to work in GIMP, I will tell you later on. First of all, some basic things we have to go through with the basic terminology about the images. So image formats, I will tell you. Image is having a particular format. They are having a particular category to which format they belong. There are different formats supported by different, we can say, gadgets. So there is image file format. Here I have mentioned 4 different formats of image. First one is BMP. BMP stands for bitmap file format. Bitmap file format. They all have their own characteristics that we are going to study. So in BMP, this particular file format, if the particular image is in BMP format, it will be very large. It will be very large and it is not suitable for the web. Like on internet, on the websites, like you have worked with HTML or anything. If you are using this image on web, it will not be supported. It is too large. Okay, then we can move to the next one, GIF. It's a common you are using in your smartphones also. GIF is graphic interchange format. It is another format of image which is a compressed format. Compressed means that is smaller in size. Here we have seen the larger size, here it is very small, it is compressed. But as it is compressed, it is not a very high quality image. What it is, we can say more about this, I will tell you. It is not supporting much colors. A limited number of colors are supported by GIFs. That is a particular format of image. The next one is the most popular one. You should be aware with this. JPEG, Joint Photographic Export Group. This is the most popularly used format on whatever photographs are used, different images are used in the internet, on the web, are most of the things popularly are in the format of JPG. It is the most popular format. It is compressed, so it supports. It is not very large in size. Next, it can be comfortably used in the web. So that is JPEG. The next one is PNG, Portable Network Graphics. This is also a competition with JPEG, we can say. It is also used in the web. It's also very popular, and we can say it is having a high quality. Means it can be edited. We can make changes. We can do editing in this format and it will not lose quality. Okay, it will not lose the quality. Sometimes the images are losing the quality when we do some editing or changes. But in this format, it will not lose the quality. So it is also very good. One drawback is there in PNG. For printing, it is not much supported. For the web, it is good. But for printing purpose, it is less supported. So this is all about the 4 different formats of file. Okay. Now we will talk about the quality of image. When we talk about quality of image, another new terminologies I will tell you. Now we will come to the next topic, that is determining the image quality. Another important thing. Before I told you the different file formats, of image file. Okay, now the next thing is how you will determine, how you will find out the quality of the image, of what level of or which quality it is. So there are 2 different terminologies I am sharing here, pixel and resolution. These are the things which will help you to know the quality, as sharp the image is. So pixel, what are these pixels? These pixels are taken as dots. Dots on the computer screen or on your graphical image on the screen only I am talking, a soft copy of image. So the pixel is dots on the computer screen, or it can be a digital image. That is again on the screen only. Okay. So those are pixels. Now pixels are measured in the dimensions of h into v. I have 10 horizontal and vertical dimensions. For example, 640 to 480 means in one form 640 dots are there, in another form 480 dots are there horizontally and vertically. So these are the pixels, and this tells that the image quality is particularly of this many pixels. Clear? Next we'll move to the resolution. As I told you, the more pixels, better the quality will be. As many pixels will be there, the quality will be as better. So more pixels, better quality, we can say higher resolution. That is again connected with the pixels only. More pixels are there, so quality is better. So that we can say the picture is of higher resolution. In place of saying higher quality, we are saying higher resolution. Now resolution, how it is measured. Generally now we are talking about the images and we are talking graphical program, no? Only graphical images on the web. But these pictures are taken as printout also. It can be a printed also, image also. So there are two. One is on screen image, one is on paper image, the printed copy of image, hard copy of image. So when we talk about the quality of image on screen, we say resolution, here also resolution. Here, when it is on screen, we are measuring the resolution with PPI, pixels per inch. When we are talking about the quality of the image, you have to go in details, you have to find out how you will see pixels per inch, PPI, how much PPI the image is. So in terms of PPI, we will measure the resolution of the image on screen. Why I am saying on screen? This we are talking about the graphical format. On screen, PPI. On paper, when we come to paper, we will see DPI, that is dots per inch. As many dots are there per inch, that high quality image will be there. Okay, along with this I will share one more fact. We are talking about resolution. Right? Resolution, when we are taking in the graphical format, in the system you are seeing the resolution, we are talking about the size of the image. How many resolutions are there? That much 5 will be the size of the image, not the quality. But when it is print out, the thing will be opposite. In the printout, when you are seeing, the resolution will tell the quality of the image. And on the screen, resolution will tell the, what will tell? It will tell the size of the image. On screen, size of the image, and in printout format, resolution will tell the quality of the image. So this was about pixels and resolution. Now I am going to show you the final screen of GIMP. Don't worry, I know this screen is not looking so good. Actually, when you will be seeing on the your computer or whatever laptop, it will be better. But at least I am sure it will help you to understand the different tools or the different components of the screen at least. Okay, so I have tried it from my side. So what you have to do first thing, you have to search for GIMP. The icon will appear. You have to click on the icon to open the program. Okay, so this is the basic thing. You have to search because it is inbuilt, it is there. You have to search for it. Icon will appear and just click on it to open the program. Program will open, so you will get the screen like this. Okay, this is the screen of GIMP. So let me tell you the different components. How this component means, from which different things the screen is made, what all these things are. So we are going to talk about the screen components, what all things are there on the screen of GIMP. Okay, so let us start from the top. The first thing here you can see is menu bar. Here the basic frequently used options are there. File, from here you will be opening, saving the file, closing, editing, selecting the new file. All these options are given here on the top, that is menu bar. Then you can see left side, toolbox. This all is toolbox. All the options are of toolbox. Means I told you this GIMP is having variety of options. It is not like Paint. It has got more advanced features, advanced tool. That is the reason why even the expert, professional graphic designers, they are also using GIMP, as it provides us with number of tools. So these are all the tools. When you will be clicking on any tool, you are going to select one tool, any tool you have selected, the sub options of the tool will appear here. Tool options. Okay, this is toolbox. So if you are selecting any of the tool, the different options, different sub options under the tool will appear here as tool options. Then you can go for it, the colors, opacity, gradients, different things you want to do. So that you have to click here, select any option, and more you will get down in this area. That is tool options. Okay. And these are background and foreground color. That is, you want to color the background, you want to change the background color or the foreground color, you can change by filling these colors from here. Okay, here you can see the center. This is a particular place, image window. This is known as image window. Here we are going to work with the image. This is the area where we are going to work with the image. Cropping of the image, cutting or whatever editing you are doing, manipulation you are going to do is done in this area, like this image window. This area is known as image window. Down, this is known as status bar. This will tell the status of your work, status of the image you are working with or status of the file you are working with. So that is why this is known as status bar. Just at the bottom you can see this is status bar. Now we move to the right side. Here you can see the layers will be mentioned. Layers, the file, the image file is made up of different layers. So layers will be mentioned and the sub options are there. Okay, so this is what we can say, the screen of GIMP, the opening screen. Here you will be doing the work further. So this is the opening screen of GIMP. I hope this much you have understood. In the next video, I am going to explain you all these tools. In detail, I will tell you. So I hope this much you have got. Just this you have to remember, but don't remember all these things. Okay, whatever I can manage, I have done. So I tried my best. You just go through it and try to practice it. Goodbye.